You are highly welcome to our Youth Development Show, the second episode. And today we are going to be learning something huge, which is the ideas that young individuals need to adopt in 2025 to improve their sales, right? So you may have a business, right? You have a business, you started a business, but you are not able to be consistent in that business. There are certain ideas you are looking for to make your business upscale and do excellently well in 2025. That's why we put together this youth development show, and we have a great speaker, a well-experienced person, Mr. Arvind Siva, who is a business consultant at Varahi Enterprise and also a great business coach who is going to talk to us on steps. He's going to share strategies that you can put into your business to make your business the best in 2025. Trust me, it's going to be a great journey being with us today. Do not miss out. Share to your friends. Tell them to be here with us. All right. Tell them to be with us. So, Future Setters Institutes and Institutes are groomed on three core niches: leadership, personal development, and work ethics, where we groom the young and old so that they can be able to take action, do the best version of themselves. Right? You see, the world is gradually meet up to the challenges of the world right now. We'll be archaic, we'll be backward, right? We have Future Setters Institute where we can build people, they can grow their self-esteem, they can become more passionate, they can become idea driven and idea oriented. So do well to stay with us. Our great speaker, the person of Mr. Arvind Siva from Varahi Enterprise, India. So talking to us, do well to listen to him as he talks to us on the topic. So Mr. Arvind Siva, you are highly welcome.
Thank you,
You are highly
Mr.
welcome, sir.
Victor. It's great. Yeah, thank you. It's a great pleasure. And hi to all. It's been a great pleasure. A very short time, Mr. Victor has been given a lot of things. I'm so happy to share about certain things. I'm having around 33 years of experience with various aspects in business as well as in basically an IT developer. Apart from that, I'm experienced with the channel sales. So let me take it across to you for few points which will more useful or maybe whatever I know I'm
Sure.
sharing that which have come across in my life as when I started my career and when I started my business in two different angles, two different aspects. Being an employee is different, being an employer is a different aspect. So, being an employer, what are the phases you're going to see, and how you're going to see, and what are the steps going to involve in sales? Specifically, how you're going to manage sales is something more by experience, whatever I've gained, I'm going to share it. Very short. Okay. So, thanks for your great time. Let me take it across the screen is clear. Victor?
Awesome, sir.
Yeah. As
Yes, I'm
said,
with you. I'm with you.
myself,
Sure, I'm
Arvind.
with you. I'm with
Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, to make it simple, I've given my base, how I started my career 33 years before. In fact, now I'm 50. I'm happy to be 50. I don't find any, happy it's been with a lot of experiences. Being the first
you.
marketing team with RPG, Singular in India, first time when they've launched. That's one of my best, experience I've gone through. And I'm also an event coordinator with Miss World 1994 for Aishwarya Rai, right? So let's talk about sales.
So,
So most of the point we are talking about sales. What is sales? The slide shows something like, a sale is the transaction between two parties where the buyer receives goods, services, or assets in exchange for money. Okay, it's a common statement where we can define sales, but sales is something more in depth, which is that certain processes to be there. But out of which there are a lot of varieties of sales. 12 sales types which I've given you as a glance. B2B, that is business to customer, and software as service SaaS sales, enterprise sales, inside sales, outside sales, direct sales, channel sales, consultative, e-commerce, targeted, account sales, Targeted account sales, as you know, it deals with key accounts, and that's when you'll be more dealing with customers. Okay, and referral sales, that's where the whole business going to start with you. You know, that's where network starts. So it starts with what is the sales process, prospect. The most first important point is identifying the prospect, which is we really, really, need to get along with it. And after identifying, we need to qualify the prospect, and after qualifying, how to approach, and after approaching, how do we present, and after giving a demonstration of our product, we go with the handling of objections, and finally we go with the closing sales. After closing sales, is that going to over? No. After sales support, which will give you revenue of regeneration of new business. So a satisfied customer is the one who can bring you a lot of sales to you. So the processes, I mean,
Sure.
define whatever I know I've gone through. Given a small explanation which I've gone through. First, the most important point is connect. Getting connected, connected with the people is most important point as an aspect in a sales. Finding the right leads, getting them a respond. Responding them is one of the biggest aspect which you need to focus. So connecting is all about getting the right people. So how do you identify the right people? That we'll discuss. The one who makes the decision is the one who we need to target. That's the one key point, unique point we always need to, because when any inquiries comes, we may know, we may not know, and we may know who's the decision maker is not the decision maker. But in reality, even when you're sending across our home, and simple example, I'm giving it across in this for the connecting people on a simple way. We might be setting up kids to the shop to buy something. We'll be giving the complete instructions what to buy. So the kids are not the decision makers here. We are the decision makers. Same way, in a business, we need to focus on the decision makers, and it is completely based on the current inbound sales available. There are something, inbound sales and outbound calls. Outbound calls is something, completely unknown customers. Let's go with second one. So how do we qualify? Qualifying the leads in your pipeline in right place at the right time. Something, we need to generate a lot of leads. Generating lots of leads, it's something we need to do a lot of surveys, and there are a lot of ways to conduct the surveys. And how do we going to do? One by one, we'll see. Qualify them with a phone call before closing the sale by asking various questions. That is one important one, because a customer may be giving some input what he wants, but the real painful area what he's going through, only after identifying with him at a continuous conversation we'll be coming to know what we are into. Okay, so in a simple example, I could say a restaurant feedback, no feedback given by a customer in a restaurant to the owner. If his feedback is something, really painful, he has to take the pain. There is no other way, and that's the only way he can increase his sales. And same way it applies here. That's how we have to qualify how we can improve our things. And the third point is closing. Here, getting them to say yes is one of the biggest stuff. Selling, we can sell our results. That is the most important thing. But it comes with not services. Tell them how your product can help them in increasing their targeted results. This point is something, which need to be focused. You know, the increasing their target results is the most important one. See, I might be having a company which is, under production, serves for, say, for example, maybe I could say, tanks, petrol tank caps, even I could say cap. So when I'm putting it across, there are a lot of varieties of designs according to the bikes or cars or anything. For that, I have certain qualities which, as a production, as a productive person, I need to have something.
Awesome.
If as a supplier with the raw materials, I need to provide what exactly related to my product. Then that will help me out to come out with a clear product. So that is where your product will reach them according to their interest and according to their target results. So specific objections as that's very common one in the industry we need to have. In this one methodology we need to follow when we are about to close the sale is see as said I will be having a lot of defines and definitions for my product, but I will also have a lot of contacts with my other ends who is also in the same field of producting on the same product. So as a company owner, I will ask them what is my cutaway. So, as a salesperson, we need to ask one good question. It's called bluff method, strike questions. If I give you a strategy which will help you to solve the problem of yours, then will you be able to give me the order? This one will save your time, energy, and for the customer as well.
Sure.
Okay, this way we can not only identifying the proper customer, we also get a long-term journey, a new customer born here. Okay, so the customer doesn't care about the product or whatever it is. It is about how we solve their problems. Okay, and finally delivering the product. Once we have the sales, the real work begins here only. Start delivering what we have committed is one which point need to be focused. Doing some post-sale work can move the needle in the right direction. What do you mean by post-sales work? After the sales completion, we need to completely follow with the customer whether the product is really working with them as per their expectations or anything to be addressed from our end. And completely in depth, we need to go with their product knowledge and how we're going to provide that same. So that's way delivering while delivering, we should completely stick to the commitment whatever we've given to them. And it's going to be a steady stream of continuous follow-ups as well after the sales. So then only the customer will have a feel he is being appreciated, he'll be followed properly, and he'll be given as a better things. So and also we need to consider: are we doing any good job? We can sell, we can talk, we can ask without performing, but the good idea to ask you honestly whether are we working good job to the client. So if he is really satisfied, the customer will bring new sales continuously in different angles whom we cannot even on what we cannot even imagine. So let me put that as important how we go about we boost sales in different ways. So as said, understanding the customer segment is the most important one. So decide your target audience. So what is the product are we going to launch? It's going to be something very sensitive product like pads, yeah, napkins, then decide the target audience. Is that the age group from 14 to maybe 13 also away. So 13 to 21 or 13 to 40, whatever according to the product you're going to deal with, even if it is a toy, or even if it may be useful to kitchens, even a knife, it's going to be useful in the kitchen, or where it is. Even a tool which you're going to make it as screwdriver. Your target audience, the first based on a product. So as I said earlier in the first thing, identifying the customer. Conducting surveys is the most important way how we can engage in conversations based on the survey and specifically based on the data what we've got. We need to do the analysis how we're going to give a product which suits them exactly. So identifying the right target customer, that is one thing. So how would we do that? The best way is lead generation, and there are two ways. One is inbound way, the other one is outbound. Even till date, the outbound calls are, the cold calls. I would say cold calls. These are the most important one, even till date. From the olden days till date, it's the one thing which gives us a lot of different varieties of customers. So lead
Sure.
generations through activities by conducting a lot of we can there are we have some malls from there we can have a kiosks and before entering into that we need to have a complete prospect list and what are the flyers and everything. So give them the activities that would help them for the new customers. But most importantly, we get the continuous order from the existing customers. Reference is one biggest. So how do we market here? One more thing is through social media. Nowadays it's become social. Even the live program what we are going through is also social media. So how I got connected with Mr. Victor is through LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is one bigger source you can really rely on according to your segment of customers. And it could be much relatable exactly you can give your product with their expectations as per their expectations. But only thing is you need to adjust with your tone, with your voice when you are giving different platforms of advertisements, giving where your content blend naturally. It's nowadays it should be more relatable. If I'm my product is a T-shirt, my product T-shirt should really match to the age between 14. I think my target audience is between 14 to 15, or maybe 10 to 15 age. Then my product should have a lot of cartoon or maybe whatever the content related to their age and how they wanted to perceive that t-shirt. That's how our product should blend very well enough, and the same should be reflected when we are focusing the expansion or maybe providing ads on social media. And Instagram and Facebook is one more other ways of expanding a business. But I would prefer two base things. One is networking. Networking is the one and only thing you will come across variety of customers. So networking, how we do the network? Nowadays we have social media, but earlier it is clearly there are a lot of business associations which has got with social media apart from it. So we have to blend along with them naturally. That's how you can collect more data realistically. So there's one point which need to be before doing sales. No, proactively we need to have some tactics, a strategy that involve anticipating customer needs and reaching out with the tailored solutions. So what I'm talking about here is, see now as said earlier, I am looking at a tailor-made product for my kid who is around 12-year old. What are the things I will be looking at is t-shirt size should match for his color and for his height, for his weight, and all the metrics, whatever, as a parent, I'm looking at, that is what I look at as a customer, as a parent. But here, you need to have the same strategy. It should be tailor-made, like how we are getting the product, varieties of product with various tailor-made solutions. You know, that one product which gives a lot of information, why I chose it, and why do you need to have that particular product is when you have varieties, when you have tailor-made solutions according to my interest, according to my choices of color, size, and everything. If I get the product what I wanted, your one of the sales is completely starting here with a new aspect. Okay, so let me walk through the next important point. What is about becoming a thought leader? So you must have come across a lot of knowledge and tried and make solutions and practices you would have gone through. Even with your earlier generations, people would have given you guidances as maybe one of your parent or maybe your known person, your working close family member who's been into the business. They would have already know the best practices and much expertise on the product or maybe on the how the customer needs and what the customer needs and how we can pitch in everything they would have already come across. So get the advice from them and share your advice. Right, and best practices will always give us the best results. Some of the most long-lasting ways to build your personal brand, you know, credibility to your organization when you have your complete tried and true best practices based on the customer's interest. So when you have a thought of about customer, put yourself into the shoes of them because you are one among them. Because maybe if you're working for an organization, yes, after 9 hours of work, maybe 8 hours of work, again, we are the people, we are the customers, we are the purchaser who's going to purchase, and we are the same person who will be buying products. We are the same person who is also selling a product. All right. So in here's one point which I'm going to put it across. As per the statistics, nearly 61% of decision makers believe that thought leadership could be an effective way on demonstrating the company's product. So as said earlier with the previous point, sharing advice tried and true best practices and niche expertise are some of the most long-lasting ways. So you have to burn, you have to make yourself, accommodative and need to understand what it is. So that's how, as said with the earlier experiences, your product will reach properly because your product should demonstrate what you're into it. So before you plan for any LinkedIn post or any drive leads, make sure you should give a thought how it should reach a customer and what is customer's expectations. So if you give a thought about it, you will definitely never miss any point. So always being a thought leader is the one who can achieve bigger sales. So let me go to the next one. So how do we prioritize inbound sales calls as hot leads? Yes. So that one point which we need to remember. See, the customer who is already into a mind coming to a shop asking for a certain product, he's already fixed his mind. This is what he wants. Okay. So why he comes? Someone would have already heard. The earlier customer who has already purchased from us to give us a referral. This year, something called inbound sales. You are not going to meet the customer coming to you. So it's going to happen is an inbound sales. So these people are your hot leads. The moment always give your priorities very clear and humbly to them. Those kind of leads definitely interested in what you have to say. You don't need to do it. These hot leads are definitely interested in what they want. So there is no need to sell because already they've decided. And when they're coming to a shop, they will purchase what they want. So before they make a decision, they want to get the information they need about how it will benefit them. That's the only point they are visiting your shop. So you need to be clearly make it a point how your product is something more is going to benefit them in as per their expectations, as said in the earlier point, right? So hot leads. This is something most of the companies will have inbound sales. Inbound sales is something you can very well relate to it. I could say when you're going for a car showroom, you are already decided. You're visiting the car. The sales executive who is there inside is your inbound salesperson, right? So, but the lead is I am the one who's going to buy, right? So, if you get an email for the same query, right? If you respond within 2 hours of inquiry, you could consider the sale is already closed. So, hot leads are the one which is made very easy to use. They are existing customers by referred by somebody, which will be more give you a proper solutions to your sales. Whichever suits you. When you are talking about pricing, this is one big point we need to look at it. Your sale will be closed according to the pricing first. When you are selling it across, you need to give it across the pricing first or last or somewhere in the middle of your conversation, whichever suits you well. So next is going to be now qualifying prospects by research. Before attempting discuss your product, ensure you selling the right type of a customer and qualify the prospect. As said in the earlier point, qualifying the prospect is something very, very important. Victor, are you there? Able to hear me? Yeah. Okay, fine. So before attempting to discuss your product, ensure you are selling to the right type of customer and qualify the product prospect. Throughout, throughout my career, I found that more work on the front end can lead to the smoother closing of conversations later on. Because when I'm talking with the customer, he's going to give us very clear information what he wants. So I need to put forward as a salesperson into front end to lead a smoother closing conversations. What he wants, how he wants, and what he needs. If I am able to identify the right need, definitely it's going to be a perfect closer. All right. So the most other point is that initially I've discussed cold calling is something This is very important. A traditional method, even till date. So, from the day of almost, in my experience of 33 years, the complete cold calling methodology is the one which has given me a bigger business. I've seen, I just went for a one small product sales where I've got nearly, crores of business from on that particular customer. Continuous business. So, cold calling is one way you can make big sales. And you will also able to reach various clients. Okay, so always when you're providing making a calls on all the things, you need to provide a personalized clear end product. Your offer to the product prospect should carry a personalized explanation of its benefits, so your prospects will have easier time and access in this never ever debate on what they will use it for. So you can relate yourself to the particular point which you've been discussing about. Yeah, give me a minute. So what we were discussing about it, cold calling is one point which we discussed, and then provide a personalized, clear end product. When we are about to commit at something, when we're giving a product, it should be a clear and what we committed, we are about to give. So prospect should carry a personalized explanation about our product, the benefits of product. So the personalized approach, as per the customization of the product, your prospect will have an easier time to access, which is going to give a never ever debate on what they will use it for, because that will give a different picture over you. And why do you need to choose? The customer is always right according to them. Though we know, as a salesperson, though we know we are into that, but the customer is always right. So adaptability is the ability. What is here adaptability? Adaptability. Every company or organization has their own expectation. Even in my company, I have my own dreams, I have my own plans. So what I'm going to do, according to my plans only, my sales will happen. So what do I do? Before all I what I do, I need to adapt to their reasonable and solvable unique demands. My customer, you always want to have some unique demands. They'll have, see, I'm into logistics, and right now I'm into dealing with logistics. They have a lot of unique demands, which is raised every day. They'll have a lot of unique demands. I could say, which a canter, which 22 feet canter needs. They'll have, they wanted to load a tons of load from their product manufacturing. But is that going to really fit into that particular canter? No. So I need to adapt to their expectations. And again, they will really look at the cost also. So I have to adapt myself according to them. There we can definitely get the sales done here. So when adaptability becomes your character, it will be much easier for you to get synchronized with the prospect. So in this fast changing business environment which I've gone through all these years, even today I have I received a query where I was discussing in the morning. Something which I'm going to I have to send a van which need to be, I got cold storage. So I need to have a cold storage van as per the desire, as per the design, as per the requirement. I have to adapt my views to run my business here. Okay, so I made a clear statement to the customer. This is the point which I need to have. If you can able to provide the following, uh, the canter size to be in this way, and based on your product, packed in this way. So your package should go, which completely fits to the the cargo band. So that's why I have to make adjustments, and based on their request and based on my business module. So here, based on the adaptability, since I've adapted to his the customer's requirement, my sales has got closed. Now closing sales, you need to be with very high confidence. You should never ever back up with, I get with a senior person. No, you should be in a position to take your own decision when you're making a sales. So you should be able to close the sales on that particular momentum. That momentum is one which carries by the customer. He is the one who decides how he needs. So before giving an opportunity to somebody else, we need to be, able enough to get into the particular point very clearly. So why we need to get into that. So have we started the conversation? Need to have a continuous relationship which will bring more new referrals for the new business based on how confidently we express ourselves in the sales. So when you are closing with that, be clear and concise and use firm closing techniques. And now one, as I said earlier, it's a bluff method called I use. Been more than 18 years I'm following it across. Straight away it is a question to the customer. Are you really need of it? If this is the case, eh, let's have a deal. I will provide you the solution. As today it's happened. I have provided a solution to them, which is almost around nearly 3 tons of loads to be transferred from my place to Bangalore. So I've done that today, early morning in the morning. Okay? No, time is one more point which need to be noted on. There is no time limit when you are being in sales, when you are being an entrepreneur. So because the competition is so high, if you miss out the opportunity, someone else will take it across. At the same time, you need to be humble. If my opinion as what I'm offering solve a problem, then who is going to do it? Put straight questions that will solve the differences of opinions as well as get to the sales close to it. So closing deals is something to be more confidence when you approach the customer because you are aware what you are selling and you know the product what it is you're doing with it. If you know thoroughly, it will be much easier to do it. All right. So after sales support, as expressed in the first discussion, after sales support, it's very very important. You need to have continuous emails after the sales support. You need to check with the customer that the product is accurate as per their expectations. Is it actually meets their solving their solutions or not? Always you need to have 3 to 6 months of time gap. You need to follow up with them. Are they really happy? And based on that, your credibility will go, your organization's credibility will increase, and your customer will give new references. Sometimes, you know, after a year, the warranty period of the product, you need to provide some of the parts as free of cost. Not because of losing. It's something, retention is more important at this point. Beyond the warranty period, if you provide, the customer will retain back to you and will be your brand ambassador at any given point of time. And he will be giving you more reference and he will be the giving you more value to your organization as a brand because he will become the brand ambassador. He says, I have used the product, I have used their services, and they are very good. And the product exactly suits my requirements and it has solved my problem. These are the points which will be coming out from the customer. That is where your success starts here. So, few points which are to be noted down: do's and don'ts. Sustainability, scalable, and why you sell the product. These are the things which need to be noted down. Do's. These are something you need to be sustained. Sustainability. This is a process that repeat over and over again. See, top performing salespeople will always consistently do approach the client continuously for their services because it works. It really just works. The more activity is supposed to consistently if we follow with the customer and one given, even I have experiences, even after 3 years of consistent follow up,
Welcome
the
to
same
Future
thing.
Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future
It's
Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub,
Mr. Michael,
and a
yes, I have
trusted
faced a lot
resource
of
for
problems in
individuals
that.
and
See,
families across Nigeria and
when I
Africa.
faced issues in this, even
What
today,
sets
I
us
said in the
apart?
morning,
Accessibility.
I
Our
had
coaches
faced
and
an
mentors are
issue,
always
a
within
challenge,
reach. Trust,
which
efficiency,
is
and
something that is
professionalism.
very, very
We are
personal
dedicated to
to
excellence.
promote my brand.
Collaboration,
I need to
bringing together
sacrifice certain things
professionals from all
to
fields
match
to
my
inspire change.
competitors.
Growth and innovation, staying
Okay,
ahead and adapting to
so
the world's evolving needs.
the
People-centric
customer
approach.
was
You
asking
are
me
at the heart of everything we do.
because it's
We
a
care
cold
about you
storage
and we are ready to shape
van which I need to
everything we
produce,
do in line
which
with
I need
what
to
you want. To join our
give them
community,
this
book
immediately.
and
I've
connect with
arranged it
like-minded
early morning by
individuals.
7, and
Participate
I've
in our
given them
programs,
the solutions to them
mentorship
immediately.
sessions, and challenges.
So,
Follow us on our
as a
social media and stay
brand,
updated on
Varahi
life-changing
Enterprises,
opportunities.
which is
Share your
stored
journey
in his
and
mind
engage with
because
others to
I
build
was
stronger
able to give the
network of
solution
future
early in the
setters.
morning
Let us
as
grow
per his
together. The future
expectations.
belongs to those who
So,
prepare for it. Are you
competitive,
ready to take the next step?
I've
Join us today
analyzed,
and become part of
and
something bigger.
specifically with
To
competitors, I
become a future
managed
setter,
and
future
answered
setter,
them very clearly
future setters.
by giving them the solution to the customer at one point. And timing is very, very important in business. All right. Timing is very important. Victor said, timing is very, very important. Okay. Gaining customers is one big point, as Mr. Michael asking for it.
Inspireship. Welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering
Yeah.
individuals to
I
create a
think there is
lasting
some network
impact in
issue.
the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters
Okay.
Institute, our mission is clear. We
Okay.
empower
Those
young
are the
minds
last
to
few
reach their
points
full
which I'm going to
potential,
talk about it.
provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training
So,
institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within
having
reach.
some technical issue over
Trust,
here.
efficiency, and professionalism. We are
Can you able to hear
dedicated
me,
to
Mr.
excellence.
Victor?
Collaboration, bringing together
Victor?
professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation,
Can you able to
staying
hear me?
ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach.
Could you please
You
kindly
are at the heart of
answer
everything we
this
do.
one?
We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what.
Mr. Victor, are you here? Are you able to hear me? I think there is some technical issue.
Arvind Siva. Yes, I can hear you very well. Thank you so much, Mr. Arvind Siva.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
It's breaking. Your voice is breaking, Mr. Victor. Your voice is really breaking in between. I think you got
Okay, okay. Can you hear me
disconnected
now?
in between. Yeah, it's clear now.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's clear now. It's clear now. It's clear. Please.
All right, awesome, awesome. So I want to really appreciate you for your time, for lecturing us on business, how to build a good business, ideas. I really love the fact that you said we should try to know how to get the right customer. We should get the right customer. It's not everybody that will be our customer, right? We should focus on who we truly want, who will truly patronize us. You know, some persons, after discussing with them, at the end of the day, they will not patronize you. You will spend so much time and money on them, and at the end of the day, you don't get anything in return. So try to focus, know who you want, know who your customer truly is. That's one thing you said. And understand your customer. Another thing you said, that part is very important. Focus on social media, like try to post on social media, make your business available online. And you also talked about so many other things, cold calling and all that. These are very great points. We really appreciate you, Mr. Arvind Siva. Thank you so much, sir.
You okay? So,
Thank
any questions from your end?
you so
Any
much.
questions apart from Mr. Michael?
If there's any question from the audience, we will bring them up.
Mr.
If
Michael
there's
has
any question
asked,
from the audience, we'll bring them up.
the audience has
All right. If there's any
asked about it.
Okay, if there is any question, we'll bring it at the end of the show. bring it
Okay.
at the end of the show.
Okay.
All right, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
In between,
Once
in
more, thank you
between,
so much, Mr.
Mr. Victor. Thank you, Mr. Victor. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your help. So thank
All
you,
right, so I'm
friends.
going to be
Hope,
talking.
yes, yes.
All right, so I'm going to be talking on the topic as well, and I'm going to come from a different angle. Right, the topic
Okay,
is ideas that young individuals need to
okay,
adopt in 2025 to increase sales, right? To improve sales. So first and foremost, there are some ideas I've listed out. The first one is make your business feasible online, right? Make your business visible online and feasible. I mean, someone can easily reach your business. See, there are some persons, right? They operate this whole idea of seasonal business. And that thing is one thing that I've observed that this thing is not really ideal. Like you open your business mostly these issues like that, some things that come along the way. So if you observe, some persons, their businesses are open in the night. What if someone walks to your person has never patronized you before, but the person is now looking for the shop. Someone directed him to your shop, and the person comes to your shop is locked. That's supposed to be in the morning. How will the person feel? If the person comes and does not see you that moment, will the person still come to you again? Right? You see, these are problems that a lot of people face. So you need to try to know that seasonal businesses are not really ideal, right? If you know you want to build a seasonal business, just know that your customers will only be the time you want. And even most times, the customers that you claim to have may not even come again. You understand? Because most of these most of these people that come to shops to buy things, most of them are just random persons. Some of them may just come, they see your shop open, they come to try it out. The way you respond to them will determine whether they will come again, right? But the way we treat those customers, will they come again? These are some of the issues. Another thing is just the same way we should make our business, doing. Let's say, for example, you are into cosmetics, sales of cosmetics, that's perfumes, all that. Maybe you have a hair salon where you say this, you do wigging, you do revamping. There are certain things that people that make hair do, right? So from that revamping, you observe that there are certain things that this store will need, right? My store may need comb, right? My store may need different type of comb. My store may need relaxers. My store may need so many things. Maybe different types of wig, may need attachment, may need a lot of things. From there, you start elevating your business because if you treat your customers right, if you treat those people right, money will keep coming. And if money keeps coming, you keep elevating your business, keep buying new things to grow your business. Before you know, you start seeing people will start asking you, I maybe possibly want to get perfume from somewhere. And you can see that you are doing excellently well. You can just find a place to place perfumes and all that. You see, you are already elevating your business. So the main thing is focus on growth because there's no way you want to have a business and you don't want to grow. You have to grow, right? This is very important. Young individuals need to grow. So don't just look at the first part of the business. Maybe I invested so much money and there's no return, there's nothing, and all that. No, that is not the thing. The major thing is study yourself, know the things that I need to add to my shop, know the things I need to add to my business. This will also matter and be consistent. Deliver value, be consistent with your shop. You are opening today, make sure you keep opening. You are okay if you are settled down that you're going to make 5 days for opening my shop. Those 5 days, ensure that you open your shop those 5 days. If you don't open your shop those 5 days, a lot of people are watching you and you may lose them, right? So try to deliver value. There should be something that you have in that your shop. There's something you do. Possibly there are certain things you do that makes people love coming to your store. So if you don't have something, try to create, make people keep coming, create an enabling environment for your customers. That's another thing that I want you to do. Then another thing is business persons need to network, right? They need to network. Don't just focus your attention on one area, right? Don't focus your attention on one particular place. You need to still scout for people, scout, interact with people. See a lot of people out there, maybe in your church, you see people seated in church. You should tell them, introduce yourself. Good morning, my name is Victor Otasowie. I'm into sales of this and that. You understand? The other person will also respond. You understand? Then from there, the person knows what you are selling, right? So if that's your friend, there are a lot of friends you have. Maybe that's your friend does not even know what you're selling. The friend may go and buy 1,000 pieces of that goods from somebody, may go and buy that goods from somebody else. When actually you sell that goods because the person does not know, right? So you actually need to see how you can network. It will help you to improve sales. Try to go to gatherings, go to environments that you can actually share what you do, right? Go to environments, possibly maybe some conferences, some seminars, you attend them. From there, you can network, get contacts and all that, relate to people, tell them what to do and all that. It's very important. Another thing is buy in bulk and sell in bulk, right? You are buying, right? When you buy in bulk, what does it do to you? When you buy in bulk, it makes you to save cost. The money you will spend when you are buying things one, you will save cost when you buy it in bulk. And when you sell in bulk, you make so much gains, right? You make so much gains, and you can actually restock your business with that money you used to sell in bulk. So if you decide to be buying one, that's another challenge. Try to see how you possibly can save money to buy in bulk, and this will help you to also sell in bulk. This is very important. Then another thing is build customer relationship. Build customer relationship. This is a major problem that a lot of people don't have. This is a major problem that a lot of people have, right? Let me explain what I mean by this. Someone comes to your shop today, and the way you responded to the person, the person comes to you, I want to buy something, and you just look at the person, what do you want to buy, right? The way you just act towards the person, person greets you good morning, and you are like, you don't even respond. You just said, what do you want to buy? The way you engage in conversations with them. You see, a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are depressed, right? A lot of people are depressed. But when they engage in discussions with you, there's this feeling that if I come here today, this person is able to help me out with the feelings I have. Why not go there again? You may go there to buy something because the way the person responded to you, that already helps you to save yourself, and you become even better. You have the need to always go there. So customer relationship is very important. Try to call, try to call your customers on Sundays. Call them. How are you doing? I have a friend, he's into sales of fish. What does he do? On Monday is the day he sells his fish. But on Sunday, we call them. How are you doing? Hope you are good. How is family? From there, he will first of all say all the good things, greet them, do everything. Then he will ask you, Ma, I'm selling fish tomorrow. I'm selling fish tomorrow. Please, I have fish tomorrow. The person will be like, okay. How many? This how many I will need. This is the amount I will need. You understand? These things will make your customers feel like a family. So they keep coming to you, and they have this urge, this longing to constantly come to you. So build a family with your customers, build love with your customers, build trust with your customers. These are very important. The other thing is sell what people need. Just like Mr. Arvind said, sell what people need. Don't go and sell what people do not need. You have observed that environment. This environment does not really need this particular product. Then you are selling it. Why not that money you invest in selling something that is not important? Why not invest it into selling more of what people need? Them in bulk, buy them in bulk and sell them in bulk, right? Instead of selling what people do not need, just focus your attention on things people want. Then you can sell little of what people do not need, little of what people do not need, then sell what people need. Mr. Avin, can
Very well, very well. I'm hearing you. I'm able to listen. You see, my friends, something which Mr. Victor has been
Mr. Avin,
explaining is
can you hear me?
yes, yeah, yeah, yes.
Awesome,
See, it's
awesome.
clear as the when we are selling a product, it should be really relatable to us, and it should be really needed by the customers. See, and see, if you think of in a different way, I said in the points, we are the customers, we are the sellers, and we are the manufacturers. Can you be able to relate to that, Victor?
Sure.
Because see,
Yes, I can
from
hear you. I
morning
can
till
hear you.
evening, we will be the, yeah. we will be the person who will be producing the same product, and at the end of the day, when we are coming back home, we'll be the one who will be using the same product, right? So we know what we want. So when we are going, see, consider we putting it across, when we really want, what we really want, and how we want, all these matters a lot. See, that's what I'm about to explain in the morning, as Mr. Michael is raised a question. How you brand, trying to market it to gain the customers. See, I have I've made it a brand, in various aspects by providing as per the expectations of the customers. See, today morning, what happened is, in my since I'm into logistics, see, a person who was me in that, I was about to give a canter. I said in the discussion, they were asking about 22 feet canter, a container should with cold storage. So I have to provide as per the customer's requirement. But the point is, I have to make it across my profit as well properly. And at the same time, whatever the products he is giving should fit into the container as well. It should not beyond the quantity of container whatever it's supposed to carry. So I have to match everything and bring him a solution. So I gave the solutions, arranged, cold storage, which is about starts from my place. It reaches to Bangalore, and it's completely medicines, a completely pharma company about to send the medicines. I've forwarded the complete process as per the requirement and how they want. At end of the day, to know before it goes to the other competitor, I woke up early in the morning. I gave the solution by morning 7 a.m. in the morning. So timing is something where more important in business. All right, and at the same time,
Time, sure.
you need to have a clear eye on a competitor, because my competitor will give a better price for the same product, but for the same service, will he be able to provide the service what I'm providing? That's where we need to make a difference. That's where we need to put ourselves. We need to express very clearly and make it as a brand. When you come to me, you will have a proper solution as per your expectations, and your expectations will meet out based on your guidance. So that's how I do provide solutions to gain the market. Since, see, I have around six branch offices in Chennai, with various different product ranges, specifically with international logistics and domestic logistics as well. So, being in this industry for the past nearly 16 years, and overall, as a family business, we have been in this industry consecutively 28 years. Okay, so apart from this, what I was doing with other sales is something I was dealing with, as Victor said in the earlier, ITES product. So IT enabled services is one more product we can look at it, because I wasn't it. And channel sales is one important point. See now, say for example, you're already having a brand which has been maybe your forefathers would have built a product, which has been one of the unique product you will be having. So how do you make it as a franchisee? So would you be able to do it? Yes, we have to. That's the way you can reach multiple areas on the same place, where you can make same. See, it's in other ways I can say, if I am working, I will be working 10 hours for the same brand. If I've arranged franchises for the same 10 hours, I will be having nearly 100 people. So now how much hours I will be having? Nearly 1,000 hours of productivity for the one product which I'm making it across. You can now imagine what would be the profit margin I'll be making. So making it as a channel sales is something very, very big. You need to understand the customer's requirement. You need to provide continuous sales, as like, for example, about KFC. Everyone knows about KFC, right? You can very well relate to it. If you want to make your forefathers business, or maybe your family heritage business as a brand, what are the unique points you have in your brand? Bring it across, and very well, you know, give your advertisements, or maybe pull out the customers, bring in the customers, which is very well closely related to their heart. Say, if I can able to sell, milk bottle to a kid, a mother, yes, I can sell. It is very easy. Okay, because a mother needs for feeding. If I can able to produce a bottle which shoots to the kid's requirement as per the mother's need, the product succeeds. I don't need anyone else as a brand ambassador for my product. At the end of the day, mother will say, I had been to the shop, I have bought this product, this product gives me the warm, it keeps the milk warm continuously for the past 7 years, 7 hours or maybe 6 hours. That's where your product stands, right? So branding is something you have to work. You have to make it across. And same way, channel sales is related to that. Your unique point is keeping that 6 hours of warmness. That is where your product unit sells. So that is the one which you need to bring it across in the market, and that will reach the minds of mothers, and your product will be sellable very easily. And the same way, what I am doing in my business to compete, I give solutions based on the customer's requirement. Say, even I've sent in India, as everyone knows that when the big festival comes, Diwali. So everyone knows about Diwali. But as per the law, as per the travels, international flights, we cannot sell sweets from India to any other country. But we are sending the sweets. We are making it across, and that is specifically if my grandmom is doing a sweet, yes, it should reach right to my son. It will reach. So how do I do that? I'll find a different way of reaching to the destination as per the requirement of the customer. That is where
Wow,
your
that's great.
sales,
That's very great.
that is where you are into it. See, even now I'm sending it across. There are that too with legally I'm sending it across. Properly it moves anywhere across globe. I can sell. Even everyone knows sending oil is something. Lubricants are not allowed in, when we are putting it across in the flight. But how do Egypt? I work for Italian group. Egypt oil might be knowing about it. A dragon which has got with 6 legs. You could have seen that Italian brand. I worked as a product manager for that brand for more than 7 years. So in that, being a South head for that particular brand, how do we sell the product from here to other places? We import is one way, but export, though we import from here, we are selling that across to Sri Lanka. From India, it goes to Sri Lanka. So there it goes on export. So now I need to work out on the commodities, I need to work out on the taxes, I need to work out on the everything as per the law. Selling or sending oil is something very, very, very tedious process. Even one spark is more than enough to burn the entire flight. But we are sending. We have been sending across continuously earlier with different modes, with perfect
Wow.
things exactly used to sell. Right? So in my experience, the other way around, I was
Awesome.
also selling. My one bigger product was while I was working for one was into online education. My first product was I sold Schoolmate is one product I sold it to Nigeria. I sold it. That one product, Schoolmate, you could see that it's online education talks about online education, and students will be connected through satellite. We have developed a product ITS based, that particular product, I sold that particular order. As per the Indian money, it is almost on 1.75 crores. I sold it to Nigeria. One particular product.
Wow.
Schoolmate, still it's happening in Nigeria. So it's happening in most of the schools. It's going on. And for the same, this is called Tuition Mate, which is also one product. Students can connect through online via satellite. You can do your homework. You can raise your questions, which I've done it almost a decade before. A decade before, I've done the sales for my first customer from Nigeria for that particular product.
Wow.
So
That's great.
finding out, yes, yes, thank you. Finding out the customers is something very, very unique. I used to do a lot of SEOs on that. I've done the source. I've really worked out on the finding out, identifying and qualifying asset, qualifying the customers. Thinking, we should know whether he's really in a position to buy or he's just, for the sake of it, he's just inquiring. We need to be able to understand whether he's inquiring for the sake of it or really need of it. We need to qualify the customer whether he's in a position to buy or he's the decision maker. He wants to identify by raising a lot of questions. Why he wants, what he wants, and how he wants. And really, those kind of things are the one who's going to give you a clear answer. We can design the product according to their expectations. Then your sales is closed. You're right. So how do you close the sale is something, as said, with a very straight question. There is nothing beyond raising a straight question. That's called something bluff method, which I mentioned in the PPT. Bluff method, which I've been practicing for the past 17 years. Straight questions will give you straight answers. Do you really need it or do you really don't need it? If you don't need it, don't waste your time and my time. But even that questions should be asked in a humble, polite way, because you should never be instituted. You should never show your agony or anxiety. Most of the times, as a seller, we will be get irritated by the customer and stupid questions. Really, it will be really, sometimes mind-blowing questions is there, and really no use of it. But by the way they rising
Sure,
it
sure.
across, we need to analyze. We need to analyze. Is it really easy, really reading it across, or just for the sake of it, he's doing it? By that way, you can easily understand what he needs and how he needs. So we need to raise the question: do you really want to be purchasing
Sure.
for your own self, or are you purchasing for anyone else? So that's how you need to identify. And networking, as Victor said, you are very much correct, Victor. Networking is the first and at most important part of our sales. You have to network with a lot of variety of people. There are a lot of associations like BNI, like other groups are there, international groups, or other associations like Ishre, Ashray, which right now I'm also dealing with, HVAC, heat ventilation and air conditioning. Even I sent my student. I'm also heading a training division for the air conditioning section here. We are providing a training to the students, designing, drafting, using CAD and all those things for the engineering students, and even for the one who's going for upskilling. I've placed students in Africa, specifically in South Africa. I've placed a student very recently. From here, he has learned everything from us. We send it across to him with all the processes. Slowly, uh, even here, we need to collaborate with architects, with consultants. There's another, process, or maybe I would say work I'm doing as a consultant. Okay, I also take care of network marketing in a different way. As an executive director of one company, I'm also participating in network marketing. That's where you need to do the networking, real network. That's where it starts. You have to network. You have to connect yourself with a lot of people. I never shown any bigger interest, to be very frank, never shown any bigger interest in LinkedIn other than just connecting with the proper minds, with the proper people. Okay, so just look out for your own product. How you going to sell it and how you going to connect yourself with the network? Proper people, proper, prospect. Prospecting is something more. I said earlier, even with the told about it, right? So prospecting is something you have to give yourself 100%, maybe 200%, yeah, maybe even that above. You have to prospect. While you're doing a prospect, there you get a proper answer for all your questions. How you can market a product and why you need to market a product. By when you find out the question why, you will get the answer how. It's very simple. In reverse way, you need to think. So probably any other things. If you look at it personally, you need to, as Victor said, you need to connect with the family. Uh, as a family, you have to connect. Really, maybe the customer would have visiting you for the first time. At first time, you have to be so humble and give your products explanation, how it's going to benefit them. Based on the benefit, they get convinced. Once they convince, the sales is closed. And after the sale, you have to ask them, do you really need to deliver? If it is a product which is maybe bigger product, maybe I could say washing machine, if it's to be supposed to be delivered, humbly request the customer, where do we need to? Is there any way that they will be taking across, or do we need to provide the service? If we are into the service
Sure.
mode, please make sure it reaches very proper. And handing over them is something where you are getting a new referral. But the moment the product reaches them, you have to give them the commitment of after sales support properly based on the
Yes.
product they purchase, based on the commitment you have given. When you do that, the referrals are automatic. From here, a new customer born, and from here, a new inbound sales, a new hot lead will be generated without any efforts because you have done efforts for this current sale. So this sale will bring new sale without any
Most.
further questions. So you
Sure.
can even say you can you see we are as a customer, we have been to many of the shops, right? When we are purchasing to our see even for the Christmas we used to purchase dresses, right? Or maybe for it's happening, no? For any event, even for a marriage, if you're purchasing dresses from a textile showroom or ready-mades, once you've been there, you will come to know how you go there first. Someone of your family would have also visited the shop and explained you how they the experience and how they felt. The feeling provided by the shopkeepers is the one makes us to express. You go there and buy, you will also get discount. If it is needed, I'll give a call. You just give a call from there, I'll inform them. You will get 1% or 2% discount. As everyone knows that customer gives, the shop owners already gives the discount. But personal references, right? That's where the sale goes. So that's why the new network starts for the customer. For you, you're the customer, you're the seller, you're the manufacturer. If you keep remembering that, you will never do any mistakes when you're giving a production of a product, when you're making over the product, when you're delivering the product, when you're identifying your own needs, because you are the one who is going to use it. Put yourself into the shoes that you will know. Yeah, Victor. Oh,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
that's
Mr.
something to
Arvind.
be.
Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, we learn every day. We learn every day, and it's great. It's great learning from you today. It's so great. And I believe a lot of young minds are also watching from different countries, Nigeria, Germany, over different countries. So it's so nice to have you with us. Yes. So our
Okay.
guests,
Thank you.
the people watching, the persons watching, feel free to ask your questions in the chat. Feel free to ask your questions. If there are any questions, feel free to ask your questions. So we'll be entering Q&A session now. Q&A session. So, before we start our Q&A session, I will play this for all of us again. So let's listen to this before we start our Q&A session. So let's have that 2 minutes break to listen to this again.
Welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future status. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much once more, Mr. Arvind. So it's a great privilege to have you in our program today. And also to the persons watching from over there, I just want you to know that our program holds every Sunday by 3 p.m. West African time. And we're going to be having from India, yes, going to be with us next week. And she's a life coach to us on issues that a lot of young individuals. So do well to be with us. It's going to be a great journey. It's going to be a great opportunity to learn again Sunday. So do well to be with us on Sunday. Next, like I said, we're going to be having Dashani Akuma. Yes, she's from India. So she'll be blessing us. And she has also been a TEDx speaker. She has spoken at a TEDx program. The persons we have here are very much experienced persons. So we look forward to having you in that program. So we'll be going to the question and answer session now. So the first question we have here, first question says, how do you manage competition in same line of business from experience at Varahi Enterprise? So Mr. Arvind
Okay.
Siva.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
okay. See, I was explained in the sometime before, while we were doing the conversation. So, competition, how do I manage competition with the same kind of a thing? As said, by giving a proper service as per the customer's requirement and according to the time bound what he expects, that is where we have to prove that we are capable enough providing whatever the way we want. And that's how we have been consistently doing our services for the past 28 years. So we have around, as said, because of that, we have been continuously having referral customers continuously across Pan India, and we also get international orders. And we have been associated with a lot of industrial products for direct deliveries from India to other countries. So how we do it is we, apart from this Varahi Enterprises, we also have my other logistic name is called Pat Express Logistics, which I'm sharing. I'm happy to share here. We have called Pat Express Logistics. We have been doing this for the past nearly 14 years. Through that,
Wow.
I'm doing a lot of services in that. So specifically, when you provide your service, as said, proper timing. Timing is at right time, right place. That is where everything starts.
Sure.
The timing is most important. Maybe see, even I could say, yeah, in other words, I could say, when we are going to hospital, they say 1 minute before you have came. Yes, 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 1 minute before. That is why it all stands.
One
Time.
month interval.
Exactly. So the time is everything. So right time, and right place. See, a competitor would have given a quote with a different pricing. Yes, of course, you need to have some criminal mind over here. A criminal mind is something like, I'm not talking about that. It's about rapport building. You have to have a proper rapport with your customer by providing services very close
Rapport.
enough to share your, he should be able to call you over name and he should be able to call you for his own family functions. That is how we have to be very close. If you are very close enough to the
Yes, yes,
customer, definitely the order is yours. The first inquiry will come to you, even though as per the his organization, they will ask too many competitors. But since we are already into the service, we know what's going to be the target price. So if we know the target price, it's very clear. The sale is made very easy. So we know how to provide. So
yeah,
see now, maybe we can provide a service right now with a lesser price. Okay, I am giving the service to
yes, sir.
retain him again, not to go away from me. So the same customer will understand why I have done this by giving low price to him. But the service, 100% as per his expectations, I have provided the service. Okay, so by this way, my competitors will be eliminated. I provide low price,
Sure,
marginal low price, not lesser. We are not doing business for no margin. Right? So we do business.
make
Maybe that
profit.
is the
Sure,
cost to cost we have to work. So when you're working on a costing, it's something where you have to focus more, accurately, or maybe calculations should be more accurate accordingly because because it involves manpower, it involves effort, it involves a lot of things. Costing involves so many things. So when you're working out in the cost, you will be having your own product. If you don't have your own product, you have to depend on from many of the OEMs. If you are buying from the OEMs, they will have their own margin. You cannot cut that margins. So keeping all that in mind, for your customer to retain your customer, go for the low margin. It's something like giving. We are making a loss knowingly on our profit, not the business. Can you understand? It's something we are making a loss
yes,
in the profit, but not the business. So by providing this, the competitor cannot get into it. Very simple. So that's the way we need to work, focus on that.
awesome.
Once by this time we provide low price. Again, say for example, if Victor providing me an opportunity to give a service, I have provided him at the low cost. When he comes back to me next time,
Yeah,
I
well,
can I can very well ask him very clearly, boss, I've done your best service. You know our services, you know everything. Last time worked out on my package on this way. Would you be able to extend your support? You can very well straight away ask. Because now, since Victor has already experienced my service, he will definitely have a
sure,
thought about it, and he will definitely support me by extending. Okay, boss, I'll extend. Okay, it's not an issue. I'll provide. This time I'll help you out with some extra
sure.
perks. It wouldn't be an issue because he has tasted my service.
Yes.
Hope this resonates with that.
Once more, thank you so much, Mr. Arvind. Yes, I
Welcome.
learned a lot just now again. Yes, definitely. And I believe the audience as well also learned a lot as well. Well, we just summarize what you said in maybe a few sentences. And one thing I've got you to understand is try to make your customers your family. Just like you said, just like you've been saying, make your customers feel like family. Anytime they come to you, they don't feel this burden that they are spending so much money, but rather they feel this, this energy. They feel this great thing that I'm not really paying money. I'm actually enjoying something from him. So it's not really all about the money. It's all about what I'm gaining from this person. So I should always be around this person to tap knowledge and wisdom and all that, right? There must be something you are offering. So if you can actually make your product, you can actually that people have that energy to always come all the time without feeling this feeling of spending so much money. You have already saved yourself of so much stress. And just like you said, trust is built over time because just like you came today, definitely one day or definitely sometime, maybe you may need something over here in Nigeria. Maybe you need help. Maybe you want to contact someone, or possibly you want to deliver a goods to Nigeria. I can help you out with that, right? And possibly I need something over there in India as well. So I can easily reach out to you. You see, all these things really help, right? So we should actually build our customer relationship and also build our business relationship, turn our friendship into clients, like turn our friendship into paid clients. Right? That is one thing I've gotten to learn from Mr. Arvind. So the second question, once more, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so
Yes,
the second
thank
question
you.
is,
Thank you, Mr.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So the second question is, what advice will you give to young persons watching you currently? Sure. All right.
See, if you want to, so thank you, Victor. If you want to bring your business or if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you're going to start up a new business, make sure you're worked hard with the ground. You have to start working on the ground level to understand what you're going to do because once you know what you want and once you know what you are going to do, you would be able to, clearly analyze the customers because once again, I said, you are the customer, you are the seller, and you are the buyer as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah, sure.
keeping that in mind, if you work out a strategy which really works out for you, think in that way because that is the only thing which will benefit you to analyze over and over and over to come to a real conclusion how we can make it possible, how we can bring it across. See, some years ago when I started this, I was doing the door delivery by bicycle. The couriers, I
Hmm.
started this with some little couriers delivering door to door, all the couriers. In fact, my first job, I would say around, no, it was, I've done my kids' dresses deliveries door to door. That's how I started my career 33 years before. So I know what the customer wants. Okay. So once I know the pulse, I can able to relate myself very well to it. Yeah, this is what I want. If I
Sure.
am being the customer, I would want this one. So making sure if you're going to make up of your own product or own thing, keep it very simple. Keep it relatable to the customer. Maybe they said you are the customer at the end of the day. So when you are buying, how you want to buy? If you keep that in mind, you will able to come to the clear solution how you can build your base. And connecting is one biggest important groundwork you have to do. You have to work out ground level completely. As I said, like I
Growing.
was doing my door
Growing.
delivery. Here, door delivery. Door to door, I was delivering the consignments. While getting to know with them in depth, I was really able to build the business properly. So there, what are the mistakes I've done? See, always learn the mistakes. No, learn. You will be learning the things from the mistakes what we did, or maybe learning the mistakes from the others. If you're if you're having the right mindset at the right time at the right place to pitch in. Say for example, even if you're going on a loan, so just making an investor, make sure you're presentable and your product is more valid and he should be able to see through the vision what you have. So visions are most
Vision.
important, very clear about how you're going to make it. And you should also have a forecast, very clear. Forecasting is something very, very important.
Forecasting.
You should have a data analysis. Yes, data analysis is much important. See, on your own industry, say for example, if you're having some startup, you're going to start that. Okay, then who are all in the same industry? Who are all the players here? How many of them are shining really well and what they have done and what difference are we going to make here when we are going to do the startup. And if your startup is going to be something very unique, the product itself going to be unique, then that itself is going to be a success. But finding out the investors, that's where your channel starts. You need to find out the proper channel with the proper personality because sometimes as a new beginner, you may not be able to get connecting with the proper investor. So how do we get connecting with the investment? Yes, isn't it? So getting connecting with investment or investor, you have to have proper networking. So a base of any business is networking. That's what I insist to everyone here. Be a
Hello, Mr. Arvind. Mr. Arvind, are you there? Hello, Mr. Arvind. Okay.
Now, welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today.
So, to all watching us, just like Mr. Abing said, there are certain things that you need to note, right? Just like he said, such opportunities, this kind of opportunities, most of the times you don't get them for free, right? You don't get them for free. To get people like this speak to you, it's not really easy. But we have such an opportunity now with Future Setters Youth Development Show, where we bring different speakers from all over the world, from Germany, from Nigeria, from India, from Pakistan, from different countries, right? They speak to us on the challenges that youth face. And one core thing you should note is that young individuals need mentorship, right? Young individuals need mentorship. So if you are not mentored by these kind of persons, people that to an extent have been so experienced on leadership, on personal development, on finance, on work ethics, on how to really do certain things, then you will not grow, right? So you need to expose yourself. Try to make yourself available at Future Setters program, right? Make yourself constantly available every Sunday by 3 p.m. Be there, be in our program so that you will learn from such individuals, great minds. Like I said before, we have another speaker in the person of Miss Dashani Sivakuma from India, who is going to be joining us. So my own part of this advice that young individuals watching us currently, you need to try your possible best to get mentorship. And a great platform that will help you to get mentorship is Future Setters Institute. And we have put together a program. We have put together so many programs, and we have put together a very great program which is tagged my first speaking engagement. My first speaking engagement. And this program will help you to grow in 2025. Do well to be part of my first speaking engagement. And if you are interested in being part of this training, you message this number on the screen. You message this number on the screen so that you will know. You can ask for inquiries to know what my first speaking engagement is all about. Plus 234 7036214263. Yes, that is it. Then okay. Okay, so another question is for a young person that has never started a business before, what are some tips you can give to the person from experience, right? From experience, there are a lot of things that young individuals need to do. Maybe you've not started a business before, right? The first thing is to know what what is that thing that I love doing, right? I should examine myself. What kind of business will work out for me? Look at the environment. I should study the environment. Will this business work in this environment? Or if it does not work in this environment, I should think of going to a place that this business will favor, and also try it out. Just sometimes it's better you even try it out to know if it works out or not, right? You need to try it out. And also study the amount of money you spend, the money you spend to start up the business. Try to know the amount of money you have at the moment. If you don't have so much money, you can also seek for support and seek for financial support. Maybe from you can seek for loans. You can seek for financial support from persons who are maybe your family members. You can seek for grants. You can register for grants. You can apply for grants. You can actually get support from different angles. These are things that you can do. Then also try to share this idea with some persons. Some persons maybe your friends. This is what I want to start up. And then what do you think about this place? What do you think about that place? Possibly you can also go to the place to do some confirmation about the environment, what will actually work out there. You can even do a evaluation, go to environments, ask what do people need in this environment, and you can actually start, right? So don't feel bad about it. Just try your possible best to start up something, because business is very important. It's not all about salaries. So we advise young individuals to try their possible best to start something. It's very important. And the last thing is, how will you define a unique selling point, and what can one do to make his business stand out? Just like Mr. Arvind Siva said, there are a lot of things you can do to make your business stand out. First and foremost, you talk about the timing. The time you open your shop, the way you respond to your customers. Maybe you don't respond to them well, right? These are things you actually need to do. You need to see how you network with your customers. You need to sell in bulk and buy in bulk. There are certain things that you can do that those customers will, and also make them feel like a family. Make them feel like a family, that they are not just paying money, but they are buying a solution to their problems. And if they have that feeling that they are buying a solution to their problem, you make them feel loved, you make them feel happy to be part of your organization, to be part of you, to be part of your business, and make them feel like, yes, make them feel like they are part of the business, that they are even supporting you and all that. Make them feel at home with you. This will actually help. Once more, I want to appreciate everyone that made out time to be with us. And I also want to appreciate Mr. Arvind Siva from India, the head of Varahi Enterprise. Thank you so much for being with us. And may this knowledge you've shared to us, we'll try our possible best to put it into practice. All young individuals, try your possible best to put it into practice in whatsoever way, maybe your business, maybe your organization, in your school, anywhere you are. Try to ensure that you improve sales in 2025. 2025, like we always said, it's a new year, it's a different year. And if you do not upscale yourself in 2025, there is going to be a huge problem, because you will be backward. You actually need to be moving forward. You actually need to be moving forward in 2025. So those things that you've not gotten in 2025, make out time to get it. If you've not started investing in yourself in 2025, make sure you invest in yourself. If you've not started attending conferences that will change your life, start attending conferences. If you've not started speaking out and sharing those knowledge you have in you, start doing them in 2025. Do not look down on yourself, because definitely a lot of people need this knowledge that you have. And if you hide that knowledge from people, there is already a problem. So you need to speak out. You need to ensure that you become the best and greater version of yourself. And Future Setters Institute is here to help you to groom yourself to become the best. Also, I want to appreciate Mr. Oliver Werner Nettiger from Germany, the head of Longting Enterprise, for being a sponsor to Future Setters Institute. Once more, we appreciate you for being with us. I want to appreciate Mr. Gilroy Michael. I want to appreciate Mr. Arvind Siva. I want to appreciate Ms. Jemilat Umar. I want to appreciate Ms. Precious Emmanuel. I want to appreciate every member of Future Setters Institute. You all have been awesome, and it's so great to have you all in our program and have you all in our live session. Yes, definitely a lot of persons for our persons, people that have been watching me live right now. Thank you so much for being with us. Yes. Also, one thing you should note is that don't just watch the live session. Also, do well to engage with us. Reach out to me, reach out to us. We have a page, we have Future Setters Institute page, we have a Facebook group, we have a Facebook page, we have a LinkedIn page, we have a LinkedIn group. We also have a WhatsApp group chat. So if you are interested in being part of our WhatsApp platform, do well to join our WhatsApp group chat. This is the number you use to join our WhatsApp group. This is the number plus 070 36214263. Okay, so Mr. Arvind, you are highly welcome.
Thank you very much. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, but we can't see your face.
Okay.
You working on it?
Yeah, I have to have unexpectedly, some network issue unexpectedly. I'm really sorry about it.
All right, no problem. There's no problem with that. There's no problem with that. We can go ahead with the question. We can go ahead with the question. All right. So the next question, let me share the next question on the
And now it's
screen.
clear.
All right,
Yes.
all right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so the next question. All right. Okay, so for a young person who has never started a business before, what are some tips you can give to the person from experience?
So it's one of the best questions. And friends, I'm really sorry. There's some network issue. Right. See,
That's not,
before starting a business, you're going to be the first time you're going to start. As per the previous question, see, if you're going to become an entrepreneur, remember why you want to be. If you know the why, you will have a clear answer how you will be able to do it. Okay. So if you
okay.
know how, if you know your how, you will know what, where, and when.
All right.
So all these things will come in hand if you know your why. Because this applies, the why applies to your life, applies to your business, and
Strengths.
applies to your daily activities or whatever you do. The why is so important. So if you know why you want to do or why you want to become an entrepreneur, you will definitely get the answer. So know your why properly. Once you know the why, work on it in depth. I would say in depth. I could say even nano, even microparticles, whatever it is, work out on the particular, how all needed, what are things needed to be focused on when you're doing a startup, and how you need to do a startup. As I said in the previous question, finding out your investor, if you are having enough money, it's well, but never ever start up a business by buying a loan. You will be never able to sleep.
Yes, good. Good idea. Good idea. Good idea.
Never able to sleep. I'm telling you by practice, I'm telling you by experience. You will be never able to sleep clearly. Okay, so have your own money. When you have your own money, you don't need to buy it from. So whatever you have, you're limited. So start limited, very very limited. Even if you have a limited amount, it's fine. It's fine, very very fine. It's okay. If you're not okay with the resources, find out who can afford you without any interest of that. Right? Getting a loan
Sure.
without any interest. So how you will get it?
It's
Through
not
your
a
known family members. The first hand contact is only your family members because they are your first well wishers who can help you out to succeed in your life. Especially your parents, they are the one who wants to see you succeeding in family life, succeeding as a person, as a whole. So if you want to succeed, my personal and real my experience, please listen to your parents' words. They know what they've
all
gone through
right.
and they are providing the best what they can. So if you're able to start your business with your own money, start it. If you don't have money, if you don't have resource, just work on it, work for someone else for their dreams for some time until you're sure that you can start up your own. Never
Yes, work for
ever
some.
start, again
Yes.
I'm telling you, never ever start any business going for direct loan. If you have a proper strategy, proper forecast, proper analyzation of your thought process, then if you have a strong recommendation or known network, definitely go for the business. But again, with the guidance of the same experienced persons from your own family first, because they will never ever think anything bad for you.
Sure.
Always keep that in mind. So focus on that. And if you don't have the opportunity of getting a loan, yes, keep that in mind. I said, work for some time until you don't throw away your dreams. Never ever throw away your dreams. Keep the dreams within you. That is
Okay.
your fire, because that is your why. If you know the why, keep that fire. That really brings you the real fire in you. There are a lot of you have gone through a lot of real shameful incidents that have happened in your life, painful incidents that have happened in your life, and many people would have really thrown you almost I could say will be thrown like a pit, thrown to pit. I would say if that is the case, that is where your real fire starts. If you are considered as a garbage or a waste product, prove them, not to prove them like it is proving your own self you're capable enough and you can do everything. That is the most important instinct you should have always as a new business starter. I said never, point one, never ever go for loan if you need to arrange your own money. If you can afford your own money, do the business with little money what you have, do the business slowly. It's not a big deal. If you have a small money also, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay not to be okay with big money. You can have a small money, you can do really. That's enough. With the limited resources, whatever you do it, it won't affect others. It wouldn't be a burden to anyone else. If you lose, it's going to be your own money. That's all. You're not at all answerable to anyone else. Yeah. There's the one thing which I've learned in my own experiences. I've earned because see, um, with I've started my career as apart as well as a kids dress sales, but then I've studied on my own. I've done my MBA HR marketing. I've done my MCA. I have developed my own self, and by the my profile you could see having an own event management, that too conducting be a coordinator for Miss World, something very phenomenal in my experience, and having your own marketing, and that too having your own marketing for the first ever product in India, a country. Yeah, so that's something very now very important. I have built my own self by working day and night. So that's where I've learned the specific point I've learned on my own. I've built up my own money, then I ramped up with everything, then started up with working on it. As a developer, I was an Oracle DBA. I was also a Unix programmer. So through IT, I've earned everything. Whatever I earned, I've invested my own money, my own way, and no one else to question me why I did this. That is where your self-respect stands. So always keep that in mind.
Sure. Awesome. Awesome. Once more, thank you so much, Mr. Arvind.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, Mr. Arvind. Okay, so the next question is how would you define a unique selling point and what can one do to make his business stand out? That's the last question.
Which you have already briefed, I think. See, as I said, if you're, um, I would say for example, if your grandfather is good at making clay pots, okay, and he has his own unique way of making it. Example, I'm quoting it as a signature. I would say a signature. Signature is nothing but the making of a product itself. The making of a product itself is a signature. By looking at the product itself, if someone say, "Hey, this is done by Victor," yes, because the product design speaks. He has created his own design. That is where everything stands. So, what is your unique selling point? Is your design, which cannot be made. See, maybe someone can copy your concept, copy your ideology, but creativity, that no one can steal it from you. So, you create your own ideology, or maybe the product what you want to design, or maybe the product which you're going to do it. Give that unique point which very well related to anyone who can connect with themselves. All right. I said it earlier. If being if I'm a mother, if I'm looking at a milk bottle, I'll look at my comfort and whatever the things. In that, if I can able to make around 6 hours of I can able to keep that 6 hours of warmness in the milk. That's your unique. If I'm making a clay pot with a design which is considerably, I would say, I have seen pots which is not being designed with something, no, a pyramid kind of a pot. Pyramid kind of a pot, no one has done till date. No one has done. I'm telling you, no one has done it. If you can able to create one such, cool. That is a unique product. That is a unique concept because that's you created. So unique selling point is something which you own your own ideology, which resonates your own thoughts, and it shows how you're great in defining your own way. Okay. That itself makes you stand out of the
Thank,
business. So,
once
hope,
more, thank you so much. Thank you
hope
so much,
this
Mr. Arvind.
answer hope this
Thank you
answer
so
suits
much.
it exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I do really appreciate this opportunity. I do appreciate having you on our youth development show. Definitely, we hope and look forward to more collaborations with Varahi Enterprise India. Yeah, we look
All
forward to
right.
more collaborations. Yeah, and definitely, if there is any opportunity you want or maybe anything you need in Nigeria, feel free to reach out to us. We are ready to serve.
Definitely, definitely, I
Sure,
will be in touch with you.
sure.
Thank you very much. So
Yes,
once
and
again, thank
also
you
your
all
friend
for the
as well.
great
You discussed
opportunity.
about.
Thank you all for the great
Yeah,
opportunity.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Your friend, feel free to reach out to him. Subsequently, we will have him in one of our sessions. The friend you told me about.
Mhm.
All right, all right. Thank you so much.
Soon, soon,
Thank you so
soon,
much,
definitely from my
audience.
end. Soon from my end, uh,
Okay,
a program going to be start on brand development as the questions relate to this business, how to make your business stand out. That's how you need to build your unique selling point. How to do the branding to become the unique USP.
that's great.
Right? So soon,
That's so great.
soon I'll come out with that. Head of a marketing for an international organization, that too specifically related to space selling and as well as designs, creative designs. So he will be giving you the brand development training very soon.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much once more, uh,
Thank you very
Mr. Arvind. Okay, so I will just shout out, say a big shout out to Longting Enterprise Germany, once more to Gilroy Michael, once more to Efan Soto there from Iran. Shout out to all our supporters, everyone from all over the world supporting us in our program. We do appreciate you all. And hopefully, in our next program, next week, Sunday, we're going to be having Miss Dashani Sivakuma, just like I've mentioned, from India. So do well to be with us.
much. Even I'm
And
looking out for that.
if
I'm
there is
looking
any
out.
way you want, yes, so support us. Collaborations, financially, financial support, in terms of sponsorship, in terms of collaborations and all that, feel free to reach out to us. Reach out to us via the number on the screen. So I'll just paste the number on the screen. For anyone that's interested in supporting us, feel free to reach out to this number, plus 2347036214263. And also feel free to reach out to us. Yes, feel free to reach out to us. We are not enemies. We are your friends. We want you to be the best version of yourselves of yourself. So just feel free. Just like Mr. Avin said, we all want to be a family and we want to make the world a better place. And by making the world a better place, we definitely need to help everyone because that's the more reason why we are here. We're in this world to help everyone. So feel free to reach out to us if there is anything. So lastly, I will play recording. I'll play this song again. Play this again before we wrap up.
Welcome to Future
So I'll play
Setters
this again.
Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future status. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
Okay, so once more, thank you so much, Mr. Arvind Siva, for your time. We do appreciate you, and we look forward to more collaborations. Do have a blessed day, blessed evening. All right, thank you.